I have a question for you too.
Oh boy.
I saw this video of this girl and she goes, I'm a furry. And then she goes, here's how I talk to my friends. So if I'm happy, I'm like, meow. If I'm angry, I go, meow. Do you think that human beings that identify as cats are actually cats? I don't, but do you?
Jon, give us your best face. Go toward the camp. No,
Oh,
you're
boy.
handsome man.
Oh,
Handsome man.
That's pretty good.
It's like Master Thespian with the one eye. I just realized that. Doesn't he kind of lazy eye and one eye's kind of open? Master Thespian.
Hello.
Very handsome man. Now the world's ugliest man. The happiest man. The saddest man.
Oh.
This has been Superfly, and this has been Jon Lovitz.
A quizzical man. Okay. You're past. Curious.
Why is he doing what we're telling him?
I don't know. I like it though.
Someone who has to poo.
Oh, that's your regular face.
I'm just trying to make Jon happy.
Someone who bought the worst covering of a couch in history. Oh, that's your regular face because it's right behind you.
That belongs in a Native American casino.
Where do you live? In a teepee?
Welcome to Superfly.
Welcome to Superfly. I want to hear about Dana's gig this weekend, and then we'll get to you in about 40 minutes. Go ahead, Dana.
Well, first of all, I just want to tell about my adventure at McDonald's.
Okay.
Driving today. I go in the bathroom. The urinal is running just all over the floor. And it won't stop running. Then I go through the drive-through, and there's a guy where you pay, and he doesn't move. There's two cars, and a guy where you pay doesn't move for 25 minutes. And it's behind us. No one's honking. So finally, I get to go up there, and the woman says, we don't have receipts. We have no receipts. So that guy was fighting upset. He couldn't get a receipt for his Big Mac. What kind of accountant at the end of the year says, I've got this bill from McDonald's in Gilroy, and I've got no goddamn receipt. Do you want to get audited, bitch? And that's your best friend is your accountant.
You red flag, motherfucker.
Yes.
I have a McDonald's story. When you said the guy didn't move, there was a guy. I was late. I was getting breakfast, and the guy in front of me was for 10 minutes. He's ordering. I got so frustrated. I yelled. I go. Pick a number for God's sake. It's McDonald's. And the guy spazzes out. And I'm like, he has Tourette's. So now he goes to pay. And so now I just want to see him do it again. So I scream. I go, hurry up. And he goes, just goes nuts. I'm laughing my head off. I drive up. I said to the guy, I go, what's wrong with that guy? What do you have? Special needs? And he goes, yeah.
Oh, how rude.
Did you hold him like a baby after that? Give him a kiss on the cheek and say, Daddy.
The guy
nursed him.
You know what the guy said in the car behind you? Does that guy have special needs?
No, he had Tourette's. It was very funny.
I have a McDonald's story.
Everyone has one. Great. Okay, go, David.
So I'm in line at McDonald's driving through, and there's a kind of not a hobo, but whatever. Is Jon looking at himself?
John's admiring himself.
In the Zoom? What a loser.
Yeah, he turned his chin and he smiled.
Focus on my fake story. So
let's hear your fake McDonald's story.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get in the game with you guys. So I wait, and there's a guy sleeping under where you order. Fine, So I say, I go quarter pounder with cheese. I go hot apple pie, Diet Coke, and then I hear he stands up and leans in and goes, and some fries, and he jumps back, and I go, no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That, and then how many times does that work in a day where then I go up to get my food and I'm going to be like, that was you had a filet of fish. Oh, wait, hey, who are you? Wait a second. But it worked. I got his fries. They put him in. And then when he came to the window, I gave him his fries. But what a good scam. Does that all day.
And that guy was Dana?
No, it was Rob
Yes.
Schneider.
What? That's
Hey.
not true.
Dana, you like eat like a health nut? What were you doing eating at McDonald's? I'm just shocked you were there.
Well, because I was on the road and I was in a hurry, and my
Oh.
car kept saying, "Pull over, you're driving erratic." So I just needed some quick carbohydrates. I got an egg McMuffin.
Your car said that.
Well, yeah. But hey, what'd you think about pulling over? The funny thing about I played a casino this past weekend,
Here
and
we
I
go.
went to get room service before the show. I was doing 2 shows, and they go,
Ooh.
"Oh, I'm going to have to call the front desk." And so they called the front desk, and then 2 people called back on the phone and said, "I'm sorry, you can't order room service." And I go, I didn't want to say, "Well, I'm headlining the casino." You know,
Fucking Dan Garney, you get
no.
that.
So I was the only person in the hotel. It was 1,000 people that could not order room service. But I'm not
What?
bitter.
They say why?
I think it's because when I got there, I pulled out, I said card for incidentals. I had 2 friends with me.
Mhm.
And she waved me off. No, everything's on the house. That's why I
No,
think
you're
that
taken
mess.
care of.
They said we have food vouchers, and they would find my
Oh,
friend in the
God.
casino. They chased him down in the casino. You're with Dana Carvey? Have you picked up your vouchers?
Now, where's your voucher?
You got to have
Here's
a
your
voucher.
Shows go, Dana.
If they stand up at the end, is that a good thing or?
I want to hear more about the vouchers.
Oh, here's your vouchers. No, I mean, I think it's great to have vouchers. I mean, but anyway.
I know. I eat, John. Luckily, you don't have your earplugs in. So
2
it's hard
shows,
to hear you.
John.
2, John.
No, I can hear you both.
I know we can't hear you is the problem.
Yeah, you can.
Why doesn't he have the earphones in? That's what normal people have.
Because I can hear without him.
Sound like you're in an aquarium.
Why do I need him? I can hear him without him.
It'll make the sound better for us. All right. Are you going to admire? John is admiring him.
I like when he preens and primps.
For the people who are listening to this podcast, John cannot stop admiring himself. Actually, do you have ring lights? You do look pretty good. Do you have some better light?
No, I lost some weight, so I think I look better.
You look nice.
You do. You look good.
I'm going to go back to McDonald's. I have one more thing while John is preening.
Okay.
Wait, David, just
Ready?
quickly. So, John, so you don't have headphones. That's the answer?
Or earbuds.
Your earbuds?
No, I can hear you.
It's not that. It's we're getting an echo from. We have to keep all this because people need to know what we deal with.
People had to know. John does not want to put in his earbuds because he's admiring himself. He's lost a few pounds. He looks great.
Yeah.
And I can't.
I don't like the new John. Yeah. It's like guys that have a bright window behind them. And they go, I can see you fine. You go, we can't see you.
If you put him in, John, then your sound won't drop out when we talk. Put it in.
Quit acting so put out by this. He's like, oh.
This is a great episode.
I like this episode because this is the real ta-da, ba, ba, ba-da.
This
I
silly
like they're
bitch,
right there. This bitch.
This little bitch was playing bitch games with us. Look at those. Look at the.
If it's Joe Rogan, he's like, I have 5 headphones I'll wear.
I'm a human headphone, Mr. Rogan.
I'll do whatever I'm told. You don't like this couch? I'll cut it up with a knife.
John, can you hear me, Princess Leia?
Look at his face.
Princess Leia, can you hear me?
Oh my God.
This is Harrison Ford.
Now I look like Princess Leia from Star Wars.
That's what I just said.
Damn. Please, let's keep all this. It just shows what I have to deal with.
First comes headphones.
You remind me of that other character, Chewbacca.
David's having his period. He's awfully moody.
Who, me?
What?
Let the blood flow.
John, you don't have to be quiet. You can hear through the headphones and you're doing fine, right? I'm worried about you.
Yes.
Okay. Just the fact that you were not talking for 3 seconds, I thought something was wrong. Okay, so I don't like first of all, when I go to McDonald's, I say, do you have the fillet of, I say, wait, hang on. When I go to McDonald's, I go, what's the fillet of fish of the day? I go, yesterday, I think it was a branzino. It's a big laugh.
Branzino.
Yeah. And then other thing is, which reminded me at a restaurant last night, I like fish. And guys, tell me if I'm way off. I like fish, but
I like big fish, and I cannot lie.
I smell my glass. And if anything smells fishy, it makes me sick. So I do like fish in quotes, but even if can you wait for the end or anything?
Let me get the punchline out.
Guy took a joke ruining class. It's like, when do I cough? At the punchline? Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. So this is a real story. So if I eat fish and it's fishy, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if it smells, you go, this smells fishy, even though it's fish. You fucking assholes. I hate you both.
David, don't order branzino. It's made in a lab. It's like an artificial, smelly fucking freak of a fish. Never order branzino.
Why are we focusing on this part of the joke? Everything's gone sideways.
Look, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I kept thinking for the last minute while you're going for your punchline. Branzino, don't ever order branzino. It's made in a lab. Lauren told me that. It's made in a lab.
It's for rookies. Okay, so that's that bit. And maybe we should do some headlines, and let's talk about some headlines because then we'll have something to talk about.
This is.
I have one question.
Okay.
I think you guys said this is they can hear it, but they can't see it. This podcast?
No, they can.
No,
you can see it on YouTube.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's why your bits are playing.
So that's why. Yeah, you look great, John.
I'll continue.
This
did you get
works.
a little help? Did you get a little help?
Okay, we're gonna just show things that are happening in the news. John, feel free to cough or tell a joke. So this is
for people driving. This is a picture of Justin Timberlake. Sorry, David, go.
My only comment, he did get an inordinate amount of press for this. I will say he looks great, and he almost looks too good, and now I'm getting mad about it. Because every blurry headshot I see in the paper, it looks like it was taken through a shower curtain. He has a fucking ring light. This is like if Kim K got pulled over. Remember when she went to the DMV? She took 27 practice pictures with a ring light to get her license. This has vibes of that, which I'm not hating. I would do it.
He looks good. It was they were piling on too much. He was going 5 miles an hour. No one got hurt. It feels like I read, because I'm all up on the tabloids, that they told him beforehand, don't drive. The police said, hey, maybe you should. But listen, that's rumors.
And then he gets this cover of Rolling Stone headshot taken by Mark Seliger, and his tour went up, his sales went up. So it's always
he looks great. He doesn't look like some kind of homeless alcoholic. He looks great.
John, whenever you're ready, jump in.
Well, I read he said he had one martini and that was it. And so my question is, if that's true, then why did he refuse the breathalyzer test? But that being said, I've met him many times. He's a very nice guy.
I knew someone would throw that in. I knew someone would say he's a great guy.
He's extremely
talented. Of course, talented. We all like him.
He's a super nice guy. I take him at his word. Yeah, I met him at the 40th and the 30th.
That's a lot.
I met him at the 20th.
The guy can sing and dance, and he's very funny on SNL too.
I met him in the 90s when he was dating.
Did you?
Britney Spears. I came off an elevator at a hotel, and he and Britney Spears were standing in the hallway talking.
Spears.
I went, oh,
that's a great story. That's a terrific story, John. They were in the hallway talking. David, what do you got?
I got off the elevator, and there they were.
I know that's an incredible story.
Save it for Ellen. Now listen. What about? Let's show that next one. That's the party. Greg, do you have that one? That's the party. I want to show this thing. Look at Jerry. Jerry, are you guys on your way to the dentist? I don't want to keep you. Look at Jerry's tooth.
John takes good care. Jon Lovitz from the
shit. We
90s?
Can start with this one. Okay. Now this is Debbie Gibson's 18th birthday. It was a rager. Okay, go back.
Oh, I think it was at Ed DeBevick's.
Okay, that's wait.
I
Is
hope
that
it was.
Will Wheaton?
Oh,
On the left?
maybe.
And
And
Alyssa
Alyssa
Milano.
Milano. Okay,
I-
next one.
I'm not
Is
sure.
that-
Will
We shouldn't have
That-
started with Lovitz.
that
that's from
is-
Baywatch.
yeah, her name is Baywatch, and they hired her
likes-
on the
that's,
show.
Is that Nicole Eggert? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, keep on. Next one.
That's
Joe
Joe
Piscopo.
William Zapka. No,
And
that's
Brandy.
no, that is that's Joe Biden.
No,
when he
that's
was, in his
Brian
twen-
Robbins. Right?
Okay,
He used to be-
and
okay.
Who's
Go to the
the
next.
okay?
That's the girl from Can't Buy Me Love, I think.
No way.
Remember that show, that movie with Patrick, whatever.
1988.
Hmm.
Get ready
These
for this mic dropper coming up.
Are you ready for this?
Ah!
Okay.
Hey!
Wow. Yeah.
By
That
the
pa-
way,
that
look
is-
at your lovely wife, Paula. You don't have to show this one if you don't want, but lovely Paula and
She-
Dana.
she's adorable, but
Ah.
it's a bit of an odd picture of her, but yeah.
Look at the comments on the side. Someone goes, when I saw the caption, I said, "No way, Lovitz got the invite." Look at the
Yeah,
other one
most-
says the most unexpected Lovitz.
Yeah, because this website, it shows all these events
From the
from that-
90s.
and I'm like at all of them, and it's the big joke. That's why.
Now,
John
by the way,
Lovitz-
in fairness, I was
I used to
premiere
go out a
whore.
lot. They were fun. It was really fun back then.
Look at this. It says, I miss celebrities with normal teeth because everyone has veneers now.
I
That's
know.
funny.
Yeah.
All right, go to the next one. Let's see who else there.
Oh, that's Tammy Knopfler.
Shannon Doherty.
Who the
Oh.
fuck is Tammy?
I made it up. I was-
Oh, it's Tammy Faye Baker.
It's Tammy Knopfler, not Faye Baker. So that's who?
That's,
Shannon
go ahead,
Doherty.
John.
Who is
Shannon
it?
Doherty.
Heather? Oh, Shannon Doherty. Okay, yep.
Our
Um,
boy,
Our boy,
Anthony Michael Hall.
John, you were on the show with him. Is that Anthony Michael Hall,
I
John?
don't know. It doesn't look like him. Maybe it is. He looks different.
I'm not sure. I think it
It
is.
is. Yeah.
Oh, it
think
is?
that's it.
Okay.
There's
Now that's
Deb.
Debbie.
Debbie Gibson. And
She had the
Alyssa-
hoop earrings and the
Oh.
kind of Boy George hat on.
By the way, there's no one could have stopped me from wearing that hat.
Ellen
there's the guy.
DeGeneres.
That's no from Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Look
was
at
just kidding.
Look at on the right. And the guy says, the most unexpected Lovitz appearance. I apologize for underestimating his attendance rate.
That's pretty funny.
And
Jon
By the way,
Lovitz can be
Lovitz,
found anywhere,
I'm-
anytime.
Yeah. 6
no,
floors
I
underground.
said this website. They show every event from, and apparently I was at like almost every single one.
Listen, I was a premiere
I had
whore
fun,
too.
though, a lot of fun.
I went to premieres more than I went to parties, but I'd go to like True Lies. I'd go to frickin' Matrix, whatever. It was fun. Right?
Well, if you're on SNL, how many shows did you do on SNL? 130 or something, David?
Oh, me? Probably 6 years, 120.
Yeah. So every show, as people know, has an all-night party with
Right.
giant celebrities dropping in.
Really?
Well, I remember Sting
You were
just
invited,
watching in.
weren't you?
Oh yeah.
John, remember you were on the show. It was from 85 to 90. You
Oh
had
yeah.
the
Yes.
you had hit characters. Remember the Master Thespian?
Yes.
But also
Master.
sometimes the host would say, hey, come to my premiere if you guys are in LA next week. And so they did the show. So you go, okay, we'll go to your premiere. Right?
Well, Willie Nelson invited us to Texas. This was my first season to play golf.
No,
That
I
was
didn't
very
get that one.
that was really nice.
John?
I didn't get that invite.
Mhm.
He was very nice. He's got a memory. I saw him at this event. He goes, John, last time I saw you was at Saturday Night Live. I was about to say it. I go, oh, yeah, you remember. Then I saw him 20 years later. He goes, last time I saw you was at that event 20 years ago. You remembered that? The guy
That
remembers
shows you
everything.
that cannabis does not affect your memory.
Right.
There, it's
He
solved.
remembers everything.
Yeah.
All right, show another one. This might be the coach one. Do you have that one? Oh, this is funny. Oh, we'll go back to the original girl. Do you know who the Hawk Tuah girl is, Dana?
No.
Okay, it's a girl that's kind of blowing up right now because they interview these people when they're drunk outside of a bar, and people always say dumb things. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Smart.
And then the YouTuber gets all the views and all the attention. But this
And the question was,
Heather is popping up. The question was, which they'll do. This is the original. What do you do to keep your man?
no, it's something, what do you do to satisfy him in bed?
Satisfy your man in bed. The first
Okay.
girl says, "Oh, I'm enough for," and then the other girl just jumps in and says this.
One move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to and spit on that thing. You get me?
Okay, so
She's surfaced, by the way.
look at Dana's horrified. What'd you say, Heather?
She is surfaced with merch.
Are you sure she surfaced with merch?
I saw a picture of her signing a merch hat.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have sent it in. Yeah, well, so she's on every most famous person in the world right now. Of course, we want her to come on here and talk about her. I think she's a teacher because look at there's probably 1 million follow-up memes to this. Here's just one of them.
Get my daughter in there! Is that my daughter in there? No! No!
Because everyone keeps playing that video. Okay.
Anything could seem funny out of context. That's Sean Penn, name of the movie, John?
Oh my God.
With the Clint Eastwood movie, I think. It was called Is My Daughter in There? That was the title of the movie.
No, wasn't that the one where Tim Robbins is a little slow?
Sleepers or
Yeah.
No. That one where he won an Oscar? What was that one called?
Oh, a river runs through it.
River runs through it.
No, that's Robert Redford up in Montana.
Right. Something with the river.
Mystic River.
Mystic River.
Mystic River.
Mr. Rogers. Oh, I got it wrong.
No, the working title was Is That My Daughter in There?
The working title was Hawk Tuah Part 3.
I made Sean laugh. I ran into him. I go, Sean, you're such a nice guy. Then I'm watching this movie. All of a sudden, you're like stabbing Tim Robbins. I go, what is wrong with you?
Spoiler.
He was laughing.
I like when people go, don't tell. Now I can't watch it.
It was as if I couldn't differentiate between a movie and real life.
This might be her. She's young, but she's a teacher.
On the right or the left?
She immediately got fired.
Because of that Hawk Tuah thing?
Yeah, here she is at a Burt Kreischer show. No, yeah, because the Hawk Tuah
that's
thing.
Jack Black.
Oh, that does look like Jack Black.
Jack has a nice big beard right now.
Oh, yeah, we got to get Jack Black on.
Yeah.
I like
David,
Jack Black. Yeah.
Can you talk about the Bruce Lee on your wall? Is that on a skateboard?
Funny story. Not really funny story. That was a present. And the one over there is my brother has a company called Jack Spade. Obviously, they used to have Kate Spade. So Jack Spade was the men's line, and he made just a handful of Jack Spade skateboards, sent me one. And then, because I'm a fucking skater boy. And then I got that Bruce Lee one from one of our friends, and it's great. So I put it up. It's kind of cool, but I don't use them. It's more artsy. Look at John just staring. He asks a question, then he falls asleep.
I'm listening. I'm listening and not interrupting.
How was Jon Lovitz? He was a great listener.
John,
Here, I'll wake John up with here's a Japanese man in an earthquake.
Oh boy. I guess it's okay now. Oh my gosh.
No, John.
I like John's not interrupting. I don't know what to do.
I can't win.
All right, here's another one. So look at in this universe, Kevin in Home Alone. Remember Trump was in it as a cameo?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the cameo if Biden was in it.
Excuse me, where's the lobby? Thanks.
No.
No, Heather's going, no. That's not right.
I think it was too loud. It was fucking grosser than I remember.
Well, there's rumors that he does have a flatulence problem, that Macron's wife had to literally back off. She almost passed out. He was
She goes like this.
He was giving a speech. Yeah, because I
Flatulence. They said he crapped his pants.
Yeah.
I know. He went to Europe to make peace and said he shit his pants and passed out.
He made poops.
No. Come on. I was poo in the pot.
Remember when
Bed Bath
George
and Beyond.
W. Bush threw up on the Japanese?
Oh, the guy in Japanese guy. Oh.
Could I tell a short thing about that? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, tell a short thing.
There was an article in the New York Times. Maureen Dowd said they're running Joe too hard. So part of Joe being tired, just to defend him a little bit, he's 82. They fly him to Europe. Then they fly him back to do an event in New York. Then they fly him to
that
Italy.
Is hard.
Then these are all just in a few day period. Then they fly him. He gasses up in Newark. Gasses up. Then he flies to an event. That's where Obama pulled him off the stage. So you got to slow down. Ronald Reagan, a summit in Japan, took a week to go there. Nancy insisted so he'd be rested. They flew to California. They went to the ranch. They rode horses. Hawaii, Guam. They surfed. They relaxed. He showed up rested. George Bush Sr. went over there flying too hard, so then he threw up. So they got to slow Joe down. Don't whip a guy like that around the globe. Jet lag is a mofo.
Can
John?
he sleep on the plane? They have a bed.
You could sleep on the plane.
I'm sleep during the story.
It was more informational. Slow Joe down.
I agree.
They packed him at ice and gave him 2 B12 shots this week to rest for the debates, which was last night.
They pack him in ice in the back, like of a ship, like of a tuna boat. They put Joe in the back of a plane.
Let me ask
Like
you
the
guys, do
perfect
you
storm.
think that the candidates will have earpieces in their ears telling them what to say?
You mean from the debate that happened last night?
Yeah, the big debate last night.
Do you think they had
Last night?
Well,
John,
this
this
comes
is
out Friday. We
Friday,
can edit this. Greg.
Last night?
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
So, John, let's
my
start
one
again.
question
You mean
is-
the debate from last night?
Yeah, that one.
You know, I have to say though,
That's the ticket.
this reminds me of when they say
Isn't that special?
Go ahead, Dave.
when
Bye-bye.
Biden.
Bye-bye.
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 I'll always stay quiet for a catchphrase. Okay, so the Biden gets to pick. Is it true that he gets to pick? It reminds me of a Jake Paul fight where you go, okay, so Jake Paul fight Tyson. He gets to pick the judges, makes the rules. It's always harder. But listen, I just want to see a fair fight. I just want to see an actual fight. Yeah. I just want to see an actual fair fist fight.
From last night's debate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. From the debate I already saw.
I saw the most generic way we could say this, like it was something else. Trump was
a
going
real.
crazy.
That was shit went down.
Biden was okay, and
a lot of surprises.
Pretty interesting.
They came out swinging.
They both said a lot of. They both said a lot of things.
They said a very little with a lot of words.
Mm-hmm.
They both had some misses, had some hits.
Jealous.
What if like it turned out that they both just like lost bowel control, but we haven't seen it, so we don't know.
And they're like, why aren't they?
We're doing everything we can, and we're working. We're doing everything. We know what we're doing it, and we're going to do more of it.
I'm sorry. Did both candidates have the branzino from McDonald's?
Yeah, because come on, you got to do the better, sir. I could go to bed, sir. I told you I'm punchy. I'm so sorry. I apologize, John.
Dana drove 6 hours. Okay, show one more story, then we'll do advice and get John out of here. This counts as a show. Oh, this is so
Wait,
funny.
I don't want to
Okay.
leave.
Let's do advice, I guess. Is this an advice? Okay, here's a love advice. John, you can start. Well, we've
Keep the
never seen
volume up.
these.
Okay.
I'll
We've never seen
start.
Hey, Dana and David. Brooks Lawrence here from Washington, D.C. Big fan. Been a huge fan for a long time now, since the SNL days. I'm 37 years old, and I still haven't found love. And I was hoping to maybe get some advice from both of you, but specifically David.
Oh,
And I made a little video for
video
you.
on top of the video?
Okay.
Oh, that's neat.
So a montage of David's.
See, it's been hard for me to find love. At 37 years old, I didn't think it would be possible. But looking at David throughout his career of having hot chicks on his arm, I think maybe it's possible that a schmuck like me can find love. And I'd really love to hear from David to see if that might be possible. So, thank you for your consideration. And please, for the love of God, help me find love.
Montage of David's love interest.
This
is my favorite part.
Oh, there's David with the whole gang.
Oh,
Chris
well,
Rock.
wants to buy dinner.
And Dana.
Yeah, there we are.
Well,
can you help me find love?
Why am I his favorite? He's got a Sandler shirt on, for starters. That's fine.
Was it was cleverly done. I assumed it was a
Yeah.
joke because first thing I would say is don't have a T-shirt that says Adam Sandler if you want to be cool with.
If
young ladies.
if you're over 11, no, that's fine. No, no.
Well, let's hear from John on this. You're
Yeah,
both
John,
single,
you're the guy.
Well, he wants to hear from David.
I know, but you're our guest, so we have to struggle through your answer. Yeah.
You have any
Well,
thoughts?
my advice would be ask Spade. He's you're right. He gets lots of beautiful women in his life.
No, this guy seems like a good dude. It is hard out there. I don't have any great advice. I would say the more normal you are, it helps. I'm not that normal, but for a comedian, I'm not that crazy. For a comedian, for a normal person, I'm crazy. But for this world, you guys are pretty level-headed. That's why I'd like to hang out with you. But if you're pretty normal with someone over time, no one likes me right away. It takes a long time. So if you are nice to these girls, it's a tough world with Instagram and everyone's bragging, and you got to be 6'5" in finance and make $500K a year. It's so tough out there. So it's an uphill battle. I will say that. If you can be famous, do it. If you can't, then it's going to be tough. I remember until I was known, it was pure crickets. Nothing, no one, nobody cared. So I guess that's it. John, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I would go to, I don't know what city he's in, but I would go to like Nashville, South, and you'll meet someone there.
Nice Southern girls.
Because they're not all narcissistic.
Nearest Ed DeBello.
No, they're about what can I do for you?
Oh.
Not what can you do for me? They're not
Gotta let
looking
that
in the
hawk
mirror and taking photos of themselves. That's a narcissist. You got to forget those girls.
Oh.
The South, Chicago, the Midwest, they're the nicest people ever.
Head south.
Mm-hmm.
I have one word for him: Thailand. Thailand.
That's the best advice.
Go to
it's
Thailand.
The shortest and best.
Game over.
Okay.
Okay.
Spudmeister and the Carvemeister. My wife, who is a Hawk Tuah sexy fitness instructor. I've been married to for 30 fantastic years. Does he underline that? But she keeps playing If You Like Pina Colada song over and over. Should I be worried? Just kidding. What's your dating advice to spice up our relationship? How long have we been together? 30 years.
30 years, and to spice it up.
Love your super fan, rock star
Mhm.
Brewski. Dana, you take this one.
Spice up your relationship.
30 years, yeah.
I'm thinking what I'd like to share or not
Maybe
share.
some paprika. That's a spice. LOL.
meet at a bar and pretend they're different people.
Heather is saying meet at a bar and pretend you're different people.
Ooh.
And then try to hit on her and act like you're someone else.
Okay,
Not
that's
bad.
pretty good. Yeah.
That's something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Pretend you're different people, even though you've been married for 30 years.
John, it's pretend.
I would say pretend like you're still single in the sense of how you take care of yourself. Pretend
Cheat
that
on her.
you're single. No, not that part, but try to, take care of yourself and, just as if you're still try to be dating, basically. He says,
Keep
what's
the
your dating
marketing
advice?
campaign up because you can't just let yourself fall apart. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just do the best you can. I don't
Okay.
know.
No, you don't.
Don't.
Fine, that's a
And
good
what's
one.
John's?
John, what's yours? Get rich?
I don't even understand the question.
Jesus, got to walk this guy through
The
it.
one on the bottom here.
Is that another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move
Hello,
on.
I'm a huge fan. I'm a fan of David since I was young, and my dad forced my brother and I to watch Tommy Boy basically once a week. But I'm 26 and have been single for 3 years now. I've tried every dating app possible and zero luck. Should I start dating losers, comedians, or both? Kanananda Harabitsi.
They're the same. Is that the question? It's all dating? Should I try dating loser comedians? Is that a
Meaning he
guy?
wants to
Kennedy?
date you, one of you two.
Is
Didn't
that a
know I was
guy?
going to be on the show.
I'll say this. I'll change it. John, is it harder to date comedians?
Well, most of the comedians I know are they're very smart, they're very funny, and they all have problems with their father, and they're angry. So it's tough.
Oh, you.
But
And they're angry?
A lot of them when they're younger.
I'll agree.
But I don't know. I think it's tough meeting somebody on an app because you're not meeting them. You're just looking at a photo and then you're reading what they say and you're interpreting what they wrote in your own way. So none of it's accurate. So I think it's better to meet people in person, go to places that you figure out what you like to do in your spare time and go to those places, and you'll meet other people that are there because they enjoy it and they'll be there.
Right. That's
and
a
then
good
meet
idea.
them in person.
Meeting in a club is hard. You can't really talk. I see people
Well, if you
clubs
like
and I
going to
realize-
clubs, you can go there. But online, I think it's. I think the people online, they're not looking for relationships. They're looking to have sex.
Right. And if you
Right?
can meet in person, it's a lot
Right,
different.
David?
Just
You're
you
on.
can
You're
tell-
on those apps. Am I right?
No, but thank you. No, I say if you meet people in person, it's very different than just photos and talking online. So if meet people in person, a lot of people want to meet people in real life. That's very hard to do these days. Here's one. Here's an app called Fly Me
Okay.
Out. It's a dating app where you can apply for trips and then
they'll take
like
you. Okay.
dudes will say, "Hey, I'm going to Miami for a week. We want 4 girls to come," and they say, "We want to go." It's an app. Do you understand this, John? This is what's happened to the world.
I
It's falling
get it.
apart at the seams. So
My advice for anyway is
It's
to work
girls
on your
looking for free
speakeasy.
trips, and they have nothing
Yeah.
to do with the guy. Yeah,
Right.
it's a great app.
it's a great app.
Fly
They
them
should do
out,
it. They
and
should
they're
do a
like,
social
"Leave us
network
alone.
movie about
Thanks
this.
for the trip and the hotel. Bye.
Sayonara,
Bye,
sucker.
Felicia." Or they might say this, "Bye-bye."
Oh.
Or
I
they
just
might
got
Bye,
say,
taste in my own
everybody.
app.
"Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye."
Everyone has a goodbye
Shit.
catchphrase. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Here's John everywhere. Hey, fly me out.
Here, I have a friend. Anyway, a friend
Yeah,
he dates
Vince.
a lot of girls, and they'll go, "Can you take me to the mall?" And then they'll want him to buy him. He doesn't even know him, buy a $5,000 purse. To me, that's as they say in Yiddish, chutzpah, balls plus nerve, and they expect it. You don't
I think the
even
word is
know him.
prostitution. Yeah, I know. It's hard because it feels like there's a new world where people are like, if it's not a serious relationship, they're like, okay, what sort of business deal is going on here?
I've had that happen to me once, and it was when I was on Saturday Night Live, And I met Dana Carvey for the first time. And he goes, "Do you want to write a sketch, John?" Or I said to him, "Do you want to write a sketch?" He goes, "Yeah, but you need to buy me a purse, and then I'll write a sketch with you." And we had to go to
she said, "Let me buy a
Saks Fifth Avenue." And I had to buy him like this $5,000 purse. And then we wrote the sketch.
I thought the joke was over. Sorry, I interrupted.
Was the joke over? Was I done talking? I think I think it's David who talks over people now.
I agree. I've been doing it a lot on this one.
And David's phoning it in.
I said to you, "Do you want to write a sketch?" And you said, "Well, can you buy me some diapers?" Okay. So I went to Rite Aid and got some Depends, and you said, "Let's write." All right, here we go.
That's all true.
John, do you have any final thoughts, like a summary of your time here?
Well, I just appreciate you having me on your show. As usual, everyone says there are always people come up. If you listen to Dana and David's podcast, they're always talking about you. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, we're friends.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I can contribute.
Do you have any stand-up dates in July?
Yeah, where you
Do you have any stand-up dates, John, coming up?
No, not for a while. Not till like October and November, and I got to get some more.
I want to talk to you what's going on
August 1st.
August 1st?
Excuse me, David. August 1st, I'll be doing my musical comedy show at the Jazz Club Vibrato.
Yes. And where
That's in
is
LA.
that?
I saw this show. It's great.
You have a full 4 or 5 piece band
in Beverly Glen in Los Angeles. Yeah, I have a 4-piece band, and the piano, the arranger is Randy Waldman, who he's worked with Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson. He produces George Benson. Anyway, it's a great band. Shut up, David.
And Jon Lovitz has probably
I sing and tell jokes.
Can you give us just sing "Fly Me to the Moon"? Just one line so people know.
Fly me to the moon. Mm.
Oh,
so Jon is quite a singer.
What was I singing during golf? Rags to Riches. For some reason, it was stuck in my head. Well, there's Johnny.
Vibrato. Yeah, Vibrato.
Herb Alpert from the Tijuana Brass. He and his daughter even own the club. It's a great club. Great
Danny,
food.
You should take Paula. It's good. It's fun time.
No,
it was so fun.
Comps. No comps.
Oh, no comps. You like Madonna?
Jon
no
Lovitz, August 1st at Vibratos in.
It only
Beverly
holds
Glen.
138 people. You better get your tickets.
It will sell out. It sold out last time.
Yeah,
and it sold out the time before that. They keep bringing me back. They like the show. What does that?
Do you get it? Oh yeah.
I think it'd be a good show.
It is a good show.
No, I think it could be a really good show.
No, it didn't. Could be. It is.
All right. Thanks for coming on, John.
I'm like a cat when they have the camera.
But I have a question for you too.
Oh boy.
I saw this video of this girl, and she goes, "I'm a furry," and then she goes, "Here's how I talk to my friends. So if I'm happy, I'm like meow. If I'm angry, I go meow. If I'm anyway, do you think that human beings that identify as cats are actually cats? I don't, but do you?
I ran into someone who said my pronouns are they, them. And I said, my pronouns are what's up, motherfucker?
Oh.
Well, those are my pronouns. What's up, motherfucker?
John's are poo-poo pee-pee.
No.
John's pronouns are did you
They're
fart?
Sir and Lord. Sir Lord.
Mine are and
Hey, sound effecty.
I just know growing up, someone said, "What are your pronouns?" I'd be, huh?
Huh?
What are your? I go, what?
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call yourself? John.
Listen, our
transphobic much?
Our viewers.
No, I just don't. I don't. It's like what?
Our
I never
viewers
thought about it.
We
for
had 3
a
left.
second.
Now there's 0.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, I'd love to hear the end of that story
I'm
sometime,
all
John.
for it. You apparently mock people who think they're a dog or a cat. I met
know
a
there's
woman
school
once.
with
This
a
is
litter
true story.
box.
I had a date with a woman once, and she said she was a cat, and she opened her shirt, and she had 6 nipples.
And I said, "Do you want to get spaded?"
Picture, if you will, one Jon Lovitz on a date with a woman he finds very attractive. He will soon find out that she's a pussy cat.
This is an imitation my friend would always do. This is a cat's butthole. Meow.
Was he a comedian?
How old are you?
How old was he? 2?
We've got to have a raspberry count. Anyone making this sound? We're probably double ditches. Ditches? Oh, and bitches. Okay. Well, Jon Lovitz has been our guest today.
The debate was great last night. We'll say it again.
Debate was
Dana
great.
Carvey doesn't identify as a cat. He identifies as a pussy.
Mm.
John, for those
That's
listening,
the
John
closer.
is beside himself with joy. He's going in for the close-up with the big eyes and a huge grin. Huge grin.
I'm doing my cat in the camera again. The Ring camera.
David Spade has a disease. It's called smallpox.
Let's end on that one. That's not bad.
That's a pretty good one, John. I don't know how you think of this stuff. All right.
Thanks, buddy. This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh.